What's good, everybody? Israel, I'm coming back at you on a video. So this video, I wanted to talk about your focus, right? What you should be focusing on in life. Now, before we jump into the actual topic of the video, which is, I would say, the second most important thing, I want to talk about the first most important thing. And the first most important thing is for you to be focusing on your happiness, right? Every second of the day, moment to moment, you want to prioritize that, your happiness. You want to be smiling. You want to be feeling good. You want to have the right attitude. Why is that? Because the only reason we were put here on earth is to experience outrageous joy. And you know this to be true because whenever you're happy, whenever you're smiling, you feel good. Your body feels good. Everything is in alignment. So that is how you know, and you've known this innately. So that is how you know that being happy is a good thing, and that is what you want to strive for. Now, purpose of this video is the second most important focus. And this is what you should also be focusing on from now until the rest of your life if you want to live an abundant life. And that idea is that your focus is to deliver value. Now, the term value, what I mean by value is effectively being helpful. It's assisting people in any way, shape, or form, right? It can be something that is like massive, where you can provide absolutely massive value to someone and completely change their life and have them see the world differently, operate from a different perspective, whatever. Or you can provide more smaller increments or incremental levels of value. But nonetheless, this is what your focus should be. Your focus should be to deliver value to other people, to all walks of life, because that is effectively how you will create abundance for yourself and in this life, right? What you need to remember is, of course, in this world we have an economy, right? And there's money that passes through and exchanges hands from people. And what you need to remember is that when you provide value to other people, you are effectively putting yourself in that position of participating in the economy. Why? Because money represents value, and what people spend their money on reflects their inner value. It reflects what they themselves value. And so if you're providing value to other people, then that means you are being helpful to other people. That means you are assisting people with their problems or helping them get through whatever it is that they're going through, right? Helping to put a smile on their face. And because of that, wealth will effectively flow to you because you are giving people what they want and what they ask for, right? And this is how the whole world functions and operates. It functions and operates by serving other people. That is how it all works, right? If I give you an example, let's just say you work at whatever company, right? That company, obviously their goal is to serve other people because that is the only way a company or a business brings in revenue or profit, right? Because they have to serve other people, because they can't earn money by just serving themselves, right? That's not how it works, right? So businesses have to serve other people, right? So you can be commuting to your job, and guess what? The point of your job is to help serve other people. If you wanted to go buy breakfast at your nearby, corner store bodega here in New York, guess what? That business is serving you. Why? Because you go and order a breakfast sandwich, and they prepare the sandwich for you, and then they basically sell you the sandwich. If the corner store was not interested in serving other people, then they wouldn't have any customers and they would go out of business, right? They wouldn't exist, right? This is the case for every business that exists in the world, right? Every business that exists in the world, the goal is to serve other people. It is to solve their problems. And this is with absolutely everything, right? Like, why is Coca-Cola an international company? Because they serve other people, because they provide beverages and snacks to every country all around the globe, right? Their focus is to serve other people. Let me use an example when I'm referring to delivering value, because I don't want you guys to just think that like value is only at a grand scale, right? You can provide, it can be like providing value can look like anything, like truly anything. Now, let me give you an example. So here, this is my mouse for my computer. It's a Logitech mouse, and This is pretty much a gaming mouse. I bought it for my computer, which is a gaming computer, right? And I bought this mouse and this whole setup. I bought it all together. So this was about 2 years ago where I made the purchase. And I swear, for like the past 2 years, the mouse wheel, right, like this wheel where you scroll up and down, this never functioned properly. And I'm talking about, like, I would move the wheel up and down and pretty much nothing would happen. Like, it would act up, like it wouldn't work. And to me, it didn't make sense because this was definitely a more expensive mouse, right? Yeah, I purchased at a premium price one because this is an official gaming mouse, right? So it didn't make sense why the scroll wheel didn't work, and I thought it was a technical issue with my computer, right? Like, I looked at all the settings and nothing worked, and I watched YouTube videos for an extended period and didn't find any solution, right? So earlier this week, I downloaded, a new game on my computer, and that game required me to use my mouse wheel in order to play it. So because of that, I went right back on YouTube and searched up, how to fix the mouse wheel for like a Logitech mouse, whatever. The first video that pops up was a 2-minute video that had over 100,000 views. The first one on the list. And I thought to myself, there's no way this guy has like a solution in 2 minutes, because like this hasn't worked in 2 years. Like, what could he possibly like show that, for a how to fix something video for that to have 100,000 views is already insane. So I felt lucky coming across that video, but to me, I was a bit skeptical. It was like, what could this guy show that would solve my problem, right? So you can tell this guy, he literally found the solution and just grabbed his iPhone camera and just began recording, and he showed what he did. So effectively, his solution, he just took his mouse, he flipped it upside down, and then he just, like, you see the wheel right here, he just rolled the wheel on his desk, like, aggressively for like a few seconds. He just rolled it on the wheel, and that for him fixed the mouse wheel. Like, it started working properly. And I thought it was silly, because why would that work, right? What's the difference between rolling your mouse upside down on your desk compared to just rolling it with your finger, which I've done so many times, right? But when I went down and read all the comments, everybody in the comments was basically saying that he solved their problem, that they had mouse issues, scroll wheel issues for 2-3 years, that they were about to throw away their mouse, or like throw their mouse across the wall to break it because they were so frustrated that it didn't work, blah, blah, blah. So then that's when I did it, and lo and behold, my mouse wheel started working as well. And I was just floored, because it didn't make any sense as far as why that should happen, because what's the difference between rolling your mouse with your finger aggressively versus rolling it on your desk to fix it? But for some reason, that solution actually worked for me, and now my mouse wheel is working perfectly fine, as it should have been from the very beginning. This is what I mean when I say deliver value, right? Because everyone in the comments left thankful comments that they were grateful and they appreciated that content creator for uploading that video, which was a very simple video, a few seconds, and your problem gets solved. And most people were thinking that they had to buy a new mouse, that there was something wrong with their mouse, that they had to, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Your focus begins, it should be to deliver value to other people, right? Because it's like, his channel, I don't even know what his channel is, but that person's channel, he could have had like a channel talking about any other thing, right? And I'm sure people would have subscribed to him just because he posted that video to help fix their mouse wheel, the scroll wheel on their mouse, right? Like, people, it's normal for people to have problems. It's normal for people to have things that they need help on, that they need fixed or whatever. And if you are able to step in and deliver value to other people, it doesn't matter what that value looks like, right? You can end up benefiting and winning in this world, because this world, the way it's designed, it's all about helping other people. It's pretty much a competition. And I don't say competition as in like everyone's fighting for the same resources. I say competition as in, me and you bringing out the best in one another, right? Like, this world is all about a competition of who can deliver more value to more people, right? On a larger scale, who can be the one to help solve more problems. Because what you need to remember is that the people whose focus is to deliver value and whose focus is to serve other people, those are the people that actually end up moving the world forward, right? Think of, the men that created the iPhone, or the computer or these things, right? Like they could have invented these products to solve their own problems, right? Because maybe they were dealing with problems and they created these and solved their own problems. But guess what? If they had a problem that they needed solved and they solved it, chances are other people on this earth are likely sharing the same problem as them, whether it's several hundred, thousands, millions, billions of people. And so guess what? If they solve their own problem, then chances are that same problem that they solve could also be the solution for other people. And that is how wealth is created, right? Because if you solve other people's problems, you provide value to other people, then guess what? They will exchange currency with you, right? It's no different. You can provide value in the form of entertainment. Why? Because for a lot of people, boredom is a problem, right? And they want a solution to boredom. It's like boredom isn't necessarily bad, because like obviously boredom can be a sign that like for you to like go do something or whatever. But a lot of people, most people prefer not to be bored. They prefer to have something going on or be entertained. That's why people are willing to pay for Netflix, for Hulu, for going out for concerts or adventures, right? Because they would prefer to be happy and energized and have their mind occupied rather than being bored, right? So this is what I mean when it comes to delivering value. It's no cookie cutter. It doesn't appear in one shape or form. You can provide value in infinite number of ways. You can literally turn on the camera and just smile and not say a word and just post that as a YouTube video of you just smiling and just looking into the camera. And that alone will provide tremendous value. Why? Because people will watch that video and then they themselves will begin to smile. You don't even have to say a word. And that will remind other people to start smiling, right? Someone who may be down on their luck or may be feeling bad, they'll look at that video, see you smiling, and because you can have a smile that lights up a room, that can turn their frown upside down, right? And effectively have them start smiling. It's no different than if let's say you're in a public area and someone starts laughing and laughing and laughing hysterically, right? Their laughter will end up rubbing off on other people, right? The same thing with energy. Energy rubs off on other people too, right? Having the right attitude and the positivity, it rubs off on other people because they want that for themselves. So they're going to want to surround themselves with you and associate themselves with you, right? You don't even have to say a word, and that video can provide tremendous value to the world because everyone is chasing after happiness because everyone wants to be happy, right? If you're a restaurant, you deliver value by delivering exceptional food and exceptional service, right? Ideally at a great price, right? Of course, more upscale restaurants, their clientele are less price sensitive, so that isn't as much of a concern for them. But for any other business, right? Ideally, you want to provide the best food that can deliver bang for someone's buck, and you want to have employees that provide exceptional service. Why? Because then the experience is going to be so great that person is going to have to tell their friends, that person is not only going to have to return to eat there again and potentially be a regular, but then they also have to tell other people about their experience there, right? And I'm sure everyone, if you're a restaurant and you're delivering mediocre food, right, then you'll have a much tougher time staying open compared to a restaurant that's delivering exceptional food, right? Because they're delivering more value. The venue that's providing better food is delivering more value to the restaurant that's providing mediocre food, right? This is how it all works. Your focus from now, well, of course, the main priority is, of course, to be happy, right? And then once you're addressing that and you've handled that, right, then your next priority becomes to deliver value to other people. And once again, value can look like anything, right? It can look like entertainment. It can look like education. It can look like information. It can look like helping someone else or solving someone else's problem. It can be as simple as you figuring out a solution, taking your camera and recording it and explaining what you did to solve your problem, to help other people solve their problem. Just like my problem that was solved with this mouse wheel. Right now, my mouse is working properly, even though I don't understand how that solution worked, and it was absolutely silly, but it worked. So I'm not going to complain, right? And I'm super thankful and grateful for that content creator to put up that video, right? This is how you deliver value. It can look like anything. So don't be afraid to share your life. Don't be afraid to share your findings. Don't be afraid to Share what you've learned and the things that you know. Don't be afraid to share your solutions, because that is how you help other people. That is how you move the world forward, right? All of the major inventions that moved the world forward were because these inventions provided tremendous value to so many people around the world. So this, like the iPhone, almost everybody has an iPhone, and the iPhone is basically a mini supercomputer in your pocket, right? You can text anyone, you can call or FaceTime anyone around the world, you can check your email and communicate with anyone all around the world. You can browse the web, you can use a calculator, you can use a flashlight, you can use all the apps to entertain yourself, right? Like it's literally a mini supercomputer. That's why almost everyone has an iPhone, and it's normal for little kids to even have an iPhone, right? Like it pretty much gives you everything in a handheld device. So this is why virtually everyone has one, because it delivers tremendous value that you probably wouldn't be able to get anywhere else. This is how it all works. So if you want to create abundance for yourself, if you want to live a much happier, more fulfilling life, you want your goal and your focus is to be serving other people. It is to deliver value to as many people as you can, delivering tremendous value, and it can look like anything, right? Obviously, if you ever interested in opening up your own business, that is your focus, to deliver value to other people. That is how your business stay open, and the more value you can provide, and the more value the your guests, clients, customers receive, then the more they'll be willing to support you and return to your business, right? Like that's how it all works. So have that be your focus. And this is also what's stated in many religious scriptures as well, right? That you want to serve other people, and you want that to be your focus, right? Obviously, our lives are for us to live and for us to find happiness, but for a lot of people, it helps for them to be happy when they're helping other people, and you want that to be your focus as well, and because that is how you create wealth. Oftentimes, many people, there's that bottleneck of like income, because typically the only source of income is their occupation, and it's because they're only providing value to their employer. And obviously they provide value to other people at their job, but it's through their employer, right? And then once they get out, they're not really providing value to other people outside of that, right? So that is how you change your life, and that's how you change it all, right? By delivering as much value as you can to other people, and having your focus be to now serve other people. Help people become better people. Help solve other people's problems. Help entertain people or keep them engaged, right? Value, there's no cookie cutter for what value looks like. You can provide value a tremendous number of ways, right? Anything that you find that you think is helpful, you can share with someone else, and that can improve the quality of their life, right? Same example where that one person showed the video with the mouse wheel. That video, I'm super grateful for that person. And that person received a tremendous number of subscribers off of that video alone, even if his content is completely unrelated to that mouse video, right? This is how it all works. So have that be your focus, and show up each and every day doing what you can to provide value to other people. And you'll see that if you keep at it, eventually things will change for you, right? That is how it all works. This is how society all functions, right? It's just a competition of who can provide the most value to as many people as possible around the world. And typically the people who are able to do that are the people that live an abundant life, right? So that wraps up the video. If you enjoyed the video, do leave a like and subscribe as we're on the road so many subscriber guys. So once again, it's Joel, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.